a common thing that most people will do to give them relief, besides looking for a chiropractor, is that they'll self-adjust. Now, self-adjusting is one of the worst things that we can do, because self-adjusting, whether it's clicking this way, we're trying to twist, or we're trying to roll their necks, essentially you're going to cause the actual spine to actually have worse effects, because what happens is that you're actually going to damage the ligaments. Because as we twist, every time that we hear the pop, a lot of times the pop is not going to come from the right spot. So a lot of times what happens is, for example, you're popping here, you feel the click here, you may get relief for a few minutes, but essentially the problem is coming from elsewhere. So what happens is that the spine gets locked on one particular area, especially lower, and where you're clicking is above. And this cycle, if it keeps happening, it's going to cause instability and ligamentous laxity, and that essentially is going to cause more damage. So what we need to do as a chiropractor is make sure we adjust the area so that, for example, the low back, as that gets adjusted, the top area that you want to click and pop, you shouldn't feel the need to do that, especially with adjustments. Okay, so the more adjustments you have, a lot of times you'll find that the clicking and the need to click yourself should start to get less and less. The next one is self-massage. So a lot of times we want to rely on massage. The reason we want to rely on massage is because there's so much tension building up. So for example, you have mid-back problems, which gets locked up in here. It doesn't move very well. It's not moving. It's not functioning very well. And where you're getting the tension is up higher, especially in the muscle, especially here, which is very common in the trap area. And essentially a lot of that is because we're hunched over and the spine problems. And so we rely on massage, thinking that, yes, let's say we have massage, we may get some relief for a few minutes or a few days, but because the spine problem is still there, this problem will continue to happen. So I definitely recommend to see a chiropractor, get it adjusted. And so a lot of times by getting adjusted, the muscle tension itself is going to alleviate. Because you have to remember, the spine is essentially the nervous system. And so that is what controls muscle tension. If the spine is not addressed, the muscle tension is still going to be tight, and it's an ongoing cycle where you'll get some relief, but it's not really addressing the main root cause of the problem.